Can you help me be a better teacher to my children?
You cannot be a better teacher to your children in the sense that you are imparting tremendous amounts of feeling tones and information to them. You're teaching, everyone is, to those close to them, whatever you are. And so when you say, can you teach me to be a better teacher, we're assuming that you mean, can you help me to help my children connect with source energy and stay there more of the time? And so then our answer is, you cannot give to another their connection unless you have your connection. And that's really what we're about here today. We want to help you to reconnect with who you are, and in doing so, your well-being will permeate to all who interact with you. There is not anything more unsettling to your children than for you to be unsettled. And when you reclaim your balance, then things smooth out for them. Now, your children actually, when they made the decision to come forth and be with you, they said to Source Energy, can you help me be a really good teacher to my parents?
Right. Right. You know, I have an example. My wife and I, we actually were introduced probably a month ago or 2 months ago. And we started creating want boards. And we have a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old who we try to say, what do you want? Let's, visualize it. And my little one said, I want a bunny. So about 4 weeks went by, and there was an issue, and we said, well, what do you want? And she says, well, I'm not going to do that because I never got my bunny. So we're trying to, I guess, provide the beliefs at a very young age, and is it too early?
Not at all. The answer to that question is the game over? Is your ability to enjoy a bunny completely behind you? Was there just a very narrow bunny opportunity and we've missed it? Or
Right.
Is the bunny option still out there? And are you wanting to add more detail to the bunny? In other words, how big is this bunny? Do you want a baby bunny? Do you want a big bunny? Do you want a black bunny? Do you want a white bunny? What are you going to do with this bunny? Why do you want a bunny? What fun is a bunny? In other words, as you help your child to recognize that it's just taking score too soon. In other words, that is the predominant message there. Physical beings often take score too soon. Here is the thing that you're wanting to impart. You get to continually amend the vibration. As you say, I want a bunny, and so then a wild bunny just hops into the yard. But this bunny has babies off in the bushes somewhere, and your child says, well, I want to keep this bunny. And you say, but this bunny has babies off in the bushes somewhere. Wouldn't you like to let that bunny go, be with its baby bunnies, and wouldn't you rather have a different, in other words, there may be more information that is wanted to be added there. When someone says to you, I wanted something and it did not come, this is the perfect opportunity for you to say, well, sweetheart, if you've asked, I know it's been answered. So let's see if we can't figure out what's happening that's not letting it in. How do you feel about this bunny? Well, I'm sad that the bunny didn't come. Well, that's not a match to the bunny coming. You say. Now, how do you feel about the bunny, Daddy?
Well, actually, we actually have a bunny in our yard, and it eats all my tomatoes. So, if it's a stuffed animal, I'm happy.
Or a bunny in a place where a bunny can be. In other words, there's plenty of garden to share if you plan ahead a little bit. And so you might explain that. You might say, well, thinking about this bunny, here we're all living together and you want a bunny and I'm not all that sure I want a bunny, and maybe we need to talk about it until we're all lined up about the bunny. But that sounds a little bit like, oh, Daddy wins because Daddy doesn't want the bunny. But if you have a bunny, then why is there no claim to that bunny? Isn't there a bunny? Do you have a bunny or do you not have a bunny?
I don't have a bunny. We don't have a bunny. We haven't claimed that bunny.
But there's a bunny.
But there's a bunny.
And so why is your child not acknowledging that that bunny is in response? Was the bunny there before?
Yes.
So is her amended desire is, I want a different bunny? I want a bunny that Daddy doesn't hate. I want a bunny that can actually live in my yard. I want a bunny in a cage.
Yes.
And so is there resistance within you about that?
No. Although it's a creation, so I know it will happen. I know it will come into being. So it's the acknowledgement of that creation. That
you see, but this is how you are a better teacher to your child. As you say that to us, we know you know that. And so can you imagine the power that would give your child as you say, this is a creation and I know it will come to be? Can you not feel? I mean, we're talking about a bunny here, but you could apply that to anything that this child ever wants. You're saying to them with the knowing that you hold here, this is a creation, and I know it will come about, and I know it will come about in the perfect timing. And then your child say, well, what is the perfect timing? When I'm 18 and no longer living here, or in other words, they sometimes get a little, like most of you, obstinate about not getting it right now, this red hot minute when you want it. And so now, in answer to your first all-important question, how do I become a very good teacher to my child, is you help your child to understand that once the request is out there and the answer is given, that then their work must be to find vibrational harmony with it. You hear the story, we tell it often. It's a perfect response to what you're talking about here. A little boy really, really wants a gun, and his parents disapprove of the idea of the gun. And so now he is hitting Grandma for it. Grandma, will you get me a gun? And Grandma says, I'm not wanting to get in the middle of this. Oh, couldn't we just get one and I could play with it only when I'm with you? In other words, but Grandmother says, this is between you and your parents. I'm really not going to get in the middle of this. And what she was really saying in her wisdom is, this is really between you and the universe. In other words, I will not be the crack of least resistance through which this comes, because it would cause great problems for me otherwise, but I still believe in your ability to create, was her underlying vibration. And sure enough, one day Grandmother and this little boy are walking through the deep leaves in the woods in the fall, and he stumbles on something, and when he digs it up, it's a toy gun. And his mother could not deny it. When he returned with it, having found it under those conditions. In other words, the universe has a way of delivering in the timing, in the way that whatever you are wanting, no matter who you are, even if you are a little child that wants a bunny when mother and dad don't want a bunny, in other words, the universe can still deliver the bunny in a way that mother and father will receive it, you see. And so we would encourage more dialogue. If we were a physical parent wanting to teach our physical child how to be the deliberate creator of their own experience, we would encourage any desires that they hold, and we would root for the universe delivering them, and we would let all of our words be offered as soothers to help them to get into a vibrational place of allowing. In other words, that's what a mentor or a teacher does. That's your best work, to help whoever is asking for whatever it is to get into vibrational harmony with their own source energy so that they can let in the specifics of what they are asking for. Because most people who care about people in general think that it's their job to do all of the studying about the bunnies and all of the orchestrating about it and all the building of the cages and all of the preparing for it. And it's overwhelming when you put yourself in the place of believing that it's your job to be the facilitator for anything that somebody wants to create. You do that to each other when it is not possible for any of you to fulfill the desires of any. If you only had one person in your life and you said, I'm taking it upon myself to be the grantor as best as I can of anything this person wants, one person and their desires would overwhelm you so dramatically within a very short period of time, you'd say, I'm out of this game. And well, you should be out of this game, because the universe, God force, is the answer of all of that. But you as the teacher, in response to your powerful first question to us, your work is to soothe them into their allowing of what they are defining that they desire.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I think I understand something, but I'd like to try in my own words to tell you my understanding and see if it's correct. Regarding feelings of well-being, it sounds like feelings of well-being are indicators as to where we are connected, and that anger, sadness, fear are indicators of when we are not connected.
Precisely.
So we can use that as an indicator to say, I am connected now, I'm not connected now.
Absolutely. The emotions that you feel are your indicator of what you are doing vibrationally.
Then my question is, if we are in the anger and the fear and we feel stuck, is the thing to do to back off, like you say, take a little mental vacation, and find something, anything, to feel good about,
Yes,
so that we can revisit?
Yes, that is the perfect remedy. And when you do, savor the relief and acknowledge, by using my mind to turn my attention somewhere else, I've allowed life force to flow back into me fully. There, this is who I am. And then, once you've regained your balance, if you want to readdress it, you certainly can. There are some who have said to us, not about this issue, but about a lot of issues over time, but Abraham, isn't that just like putting my head in the sand? If I ignore this, then am I of any good to anyone? And we say, here's what we would do. Let the circumstance help you to focalize your desire. And as soon as you can, turn your full attention to your desire and achieve vibrational harmony with it. Let's talk about this. So, what are some of the desires that are being born here by people all over the world? In other words, is a desire for personal safety, is a desire for well-being, is a desire to live to see my children thrive, it's a desire to live to see my grandchildren thrive, it's a desire to see people getting the best from one another, it's a desire for cooperation in our co-creation. It's a desire for expanded understanding. It's a desire for global harmony. It's a desire for an understanding that we do not all need to be the same in order to enhance the experience of one another. We could go on for 1,500 years and never say at all the desires that are being born out of all of this. And so as those desires are being born, now in my moment of discomfort, whether I call it blame or fear or anger or no matter what I call it, I am not anywhere close to vibrational harmony with my desire that has been launched out of this situation. In other words, I'm holding myself, not deliberately, but I'm holding myself by my power of focus apart from any real healing. And we would say to you as an aside, a big aside, an important aside, but an aside nevertheless, one who's connected to source energy is more powerful than a million who are not. So your influence really, really, really goes a long way when you reconnect with the well-being out of all of this. In other words, you have never endured as a people upon this planet any tragedy that more powerful good did not come out of it. It's not just the nature of your planet, it's the nature of the expanding universe. It's the nature of contrast. We've been saying for years, standing here at the beginning of workshop after workshop, have you come to appreciate the contrast of your time and place? And sometimes you say yes, but you hardly ever mean it. But that is what is coming for you. And that is what you know from inner perspective. That's what your inner being knows. It may not be politically correct in your environment to reach for a thought that feels better. A little one said, I want to be patriotic. And we say patriotism is a wonderful thing. It is glorious to find something that you appreciate and believe in. In other words, as you sing God Bless America and you mean, I am so appreciative of this environment in which I live, and I want all of the advantages and well-being that it provides to continue for generations to come. There can be no greater connection. If you are saying, God damn the others, it's a whole different thing, you see. And so each of you must find your place of connection, and it is different for each of you. Many would not be able to hear you. We would not talk a lot about the state of allowing, because most would misunderstand. They don't understand that what you're saying with allowing is, I want to find a way of allowing and aligning to source energy.